Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about if Ethereum and Chainlink can actually be money. Now, in this video, I'm going to be referring to money as a medium of exchange, something that you use to buy and sell items with. Of course, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, the links are down below in the description, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. So let's get into the video. The first big bit of news that I want to discuss is a couple of weeks ago, a really big real estate company called Sotheby's announced that they were going to be doing bidding for their houses in Ethereum. Essentially, the big company had bidding for the houses in a whole bunch of different currencies, and on the screen you could see that there were actually bids being placed in Ether. Now, the very interesting thing is that there were no bids being placed in Bitcoin, it was just Ethereum as the main cryptocurrency. This felt quite peculiar, and I was very interested to see this actually happening. And a lot of people were using this to say that Ethereum is also a medium of exchange. Of course, we know that Ethereum's primary use case is to actually pay for gas on the Ethereum network. Every time a smart contract is executed, one needs to pay a bit of Ether in gas. Of course, Ether has a whole bunch of other use cases. It's a staking coin, it's the most decentralized coin on the Ethereum network as it's natively issued by the protocol, and it really does have a lot of things going for it. However, a lot of people do believe that Ethereum should be a medium of exchange, and this really proves that it is happening. Of course, there is some other evidence of Ethereum actually being used as a medium of exchange. As we can see, anytime you go on OpenSea to buy an NFT, the NFT will be listed in Ether. As we can see, these CryptoPunks are listed for about 4,200 Ether each, which is millions and millions of dollars. Of course, if you want to buy anything on the Ethereum network, you're probably paying for it with Ether. Ether isn't the only option, however. In fact, on OpenSea, you can buy NFTs with US dollars. This is because you can essentially put US dollars on the Ethereum network in the form of USDC, and you can purchase things with those US dollars. However, right now, the majority of the activity on the Ethereum network is using Ether. The majority of this activity is probably using Ether, in my opinion, because you need to pay fees in Ether. It makes a lot more sense because you do need to then go off and pay a gas fee with your Ether, so you may as well just hold mainly Ether in your wallet. This means you can pay for an NFT with Ether and then easily pay the gas fee with Ether as well. In my opinion, this is probably the biggest reason why the majority of things are actually listed in Ether right now, and right now Ether is functioning as a little bit of a medium of exchange, which is interesting to see. Of course, the more use cases that come to the Ether cryptocurrency, the more value it should accrue over time. Now, a lot of people say that tokens can only do one thing. Ether can only be a gas fee token. However, in my opinion, this is a little bit of an inaccurate statement, and the reason for this is because Ether is natively issued by the Ethereum protocol, it's used to come to consensus on the protocol, it's used for gas, and it's used for exchanging on the protocol. It can do all of these things at once. In fact, it's even a good staking coin that can be used as a store of value, and in my opinion, it's probably a better store of value than Bitcoin. Now, another thing that I saw with medium of exchanges is that Regal, which is a big movie theater, is accepting digital payments, and they're accepting a lot of different cryptos. As we can see here, they're accepting Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Dogecoin, they're also accepting stablecoins, and they're even accepting Chainlink. I found this very interesting, because Chainlink would not strike me as a medium of exchange, and to be honest, it still doesn't. Essentially, Chainlink is still quite different to a blockchain. Of course, Ether as a blockchain issues its own token, and this token is mainly used to come to consensus on the network. Of course, in order for Ether to come to consensus, it needs to be paid for gas fees. Of course, Chainlink is not a blockchain network, and it's very different. The main utility and use case for Link's tokens is that anytime someone is providing a service to Chainlink, they get paid in Link tokens. So, For example, if someone is running a Chainlink Oracle node, they're going to get rewarded in Chainlink tokens by the individuals that are actually using the data or the other services from that Oracle node. Of course, this is very, very far removed from a medium of exchange, and in my opinion, Chainlink probably won't be a medium of exchange. Of course, this doesn't really matter for Chainlink's long-term use case. Chainlink will be a very, very good investment and a very good store of value with a max supply cap, and Chainlink will also be a very good utility token. So I would say I wouldn't expect Chainlink to be used as a medium of exchange very much. However, in my opinion, it's a very good utility token. Of course, another perspective that I had is a lot of these big companies hear the word cryptocurrency, and of course when you hear cryptocurrency you think that every single crypto must be a medium of exchange and a form of money. However, from my point of view, cryptocurrencies is probably a bad name for the space. Crypto assets, or another name, would be a little bit better, and this is because the majority of the tokens just do not function as a currency. In fact, I would go as far as arguing that none of the current cryptocurrencies actually function as a medium of exchange that well. Of course, Ether is used on the Ethereum network a fair bit, Sol is used on the Solana network a fair bit, and Bitcoin is used a little bit to transact between people. However, none of these are replacements for the dollar in my opinion, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. Essentially, my main take on this is that all of these crypto assets probably will never replace the dollar. I really don't think we're going to actually be seeing a currency replacement with any of the cryptocurrencies. Now, the reason for this is because I'm a lot more excited about the actual utility tokens. A lot of the tokens that are primarily wanting to be medium of exchanges like Dash and Bitcoin have gotten unbelievably little adoption, and very few people are actually using them as a currency. Of course, with something like Bitcoin, most people are buying Bitcoin as either an investment or a store of value or a mix between the two. I don't see many people buying Bitcoin and actively using it other than crypto influencers who want to prove that you can use it. Of course, Ether is the same story in my opinion, and I'm going to be a little bit adversarial here, and I'm going to say that in a couple of years, or in 5 to 10 years, Ether probably won't even be used on the Ethereum network that much. Now, right now, a lot of people are buying and selling NFTs on the Ethereum network. However, in the future, I don't think that this will make sense. The first big reason for this is because it makes taxes about 10 times more confusing if you're not just using US dollars. The second big reason for this is in a couple of years, every big country around the world will have central banking digital currencies. What this will mean is you'll be able to use Chainlink's CCIP to directly put these CBDCs on top of the Ethereum network, and you won't need to do anything in between. Essentially, all you're going to need to do is you'll withdraw money from your bank and you'll put it on the Ethereum network, and then you can buy stuff. That's the end of that. You don't need to change your dollars into another stable coin. Now, the last big reason that I do believe Ethereum probably won't take off as a currency is that in the future you won't need to pay gas fees in ETH directly. Now, this sounds a little bit confusing, but I'll explain it a little bit more. What will happen is cryptocurrencies will start getting mass adoption. We'll start seeing hundreds of millions of people and even billions of people get on top of these crypto networks. Of course, in my opinion, a lot of these people won't even know that they're using crypto. In fact, what they'll be doing is they'll be using centralized interfaces and intermediaries in between. Of course, these intermediaries will make crypto feel like the normal network or the normal internet. If you want to buy something off Amazon, you'll be able to go onto Amazon and simply buy something with US dollars. However, in the background, this will be done on crypto rails. Of course, Amazon will pay a small fee to the Ethereum network, and it will be finally settled on top of the Ethereum network. However, the end user won't even know this. Also, there's many other examples of this even starting to happen right now. For example, a lot of people use Celsius to earn interest. Essentially, what you do is you go onto Celsius and you put your US dollars in there and you earn some interest on the US dollars. Of course, you don't need to pay an Ethereum gas fee. All you do is you pay Celsius a slight fee in US dollars. Celsius will take that US dollar fee, convert it into Ether, pay the fee on the Ethereum network, and then they'll yield farm some interest for you on the Ethereum network. So in the long term, what I think will happen is crypto will be a lot more behind the scenes. Of course, people like you and me may want to continue using crypto straight on the layer 2 or the layer 1. And in my opinion, you will be able to do this. You'll be able to continue using it. However, if we want 7 billion people using crypto, we want full mass adoption, well, the interfaces will need to change and people will probably just use US dollars. So in the future, I do believe that crypto will just be people using US dollars and Australian dollars to pay for crypto or to pay for transactions on top of the networks that are in the background. Of course, while crypto is somewhat used as money right now, I don't think this will continue into the future. Now, of course, this is a very adversarial take, and in my opinion, crypto still has a lot of value to gain. I can see Ethereum being over $100 trillion in value, and I can see Chainlink also being well into the trillions. Now, this does sound like a lot of hope, and I wouldn't invest based on what I'm saying right now. However, in my opinion, I do think that crypto doesn't need to be a medium of exchange to gain a lot of traction, and I do know a lot of people agree with me on this take. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.